Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be making almond biscotti. And I have been experimenting with different recipes that I found online and also with recipes that I've had for 50 years. And I think I found one that I really like, and I know some family members that tested it out for me really liked it as well. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this one, and it's pretty simple. I've got 4 tablespoons of butter, and I am going to go ahead and just cut these into pieces. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put this in here. Okay, and then I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. And then we are going to beat this until it's creamy. Got my trusty old mixer. And I would say that this recipe size is just about all this little mixer can handle. If I needed to make anything larger, I would move over to my KitchenAid mixer. But I've successfully done it with this little mixer, so I think it's pretty easy. I think the butter might have been a little too cold, but we were really close. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add an egg. We'll just add 1 egg for right this second, just to get it going. And then we'll add the second egg. And we'll mix this up. And then we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and a full teaspoon of almond extract. Okay. Now the next step is to chop up these almonds because they are just a little bit too large. They're like slivered almonds, but I'm going to go ahead, and this is a cup of almonds, and I'm just going to chop these guys. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to need a cup of whole wheat flour, and then we're going to need a cup of all-purpose flour. I just like to keep them in these containers. It's just, they stay airtight. I can label them. It works out really good. And then we've got a cup of all-purpose flour. You could just use 2 cups of all-purpose flour and skip the whole wheat if you choose. And then I've got a teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's that. And then I'm going to mix this up so that this stuff gets mixed really well together. I want to make sure that that baking powder and the salt get mixed evenly together. Okay. Next step is to put some of this in here, not all of it. We're just going to get it started, and I'm just going to mix this up. We're going to take the rest, mix it in. Scrape the sides. Get it all in there. Okay. And mix this up. So it's going to be about the consistency of cookie dough. And we're just going to scrape off as much as I can. So this is this. We're going to mix in these almonds. Okay. We're going to putting it in the fridge for a little while. And it'll make it much easier to handle the dough. So I'm going to cover this so it doesn't dry out. We're going to just put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. I've chilled this for a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and just shape it into 2 loaves. That there. And that's that little bit of time in the fridge really makes a difference when you want to work with this dough. So we want to be quick about this and get the shape done before it warms up again. Okay. That one. There we go. This will be. All right. Get a little flour. One trick that I saw recently on YouTube was to shape these at an angle. And then this way you get the ends, when they're done, they're not just tiny, small little end cookies. They are full size, just like the rest. And then we'll get our cookie sheet. See if I can get this guy up. There we go. We're just going to lay it on here. Just get this shaped. There we go. Okay. Just try to keep them the same size. I just try to get them to be the same height. It does make it easier when you're toasting them later if they are similar in height. And we'll just shape this one a little bit more, pat it down. There you go. Okay, so we're going to pop these into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, we're back. We just took these out of the oven, and I am going to let them cool for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to slice them and then put them back in the oven. You can see they rose pretty nice, a little bit thin over here. It just takes extra time and practice to get them right, but they taste good just the same. I've let these cool for about 30 minutes, and they're loose, which is great. And we're going to slice them. And not not sure which knife I want to use, but I'm going to try this and we'll just see. So I'm going to try to cut the end off. That'll be a snack. And let's just see. So we're just going to cut these in slices at a slight angle. And by letting them cool for 30 minutes, it's just going to make it easier for them to cut and they won't crumple. Biscotti means, or biscotti, however you want to say it, but it means twice baked. So these cookies are baked once in the oven, and then we're going to cut them and we're going to bake them again. This and this little one are my snacks. We'll just set them right there. Okay, so we got little snacks. So then we're just going to turn these on their side. Really, the goal is to really try to keep them the same thickness, but I'm not a robot. I'm a human being, so if you want them cut the same way, get a machine to do it. Or just accept that they're good just the way they are. More snacks. I try to just turn everybody the same way. We're going to pop this back into the oven for, probably another 10 minutes, and we'll see how they look. Oh yeah, they're going to be very, very good. They're already crunchy. Great almond flavor. This is my favorite part. After I cut them, I gather up all my broken pieces and I eat them because they're delicious. I really like the half whole wheat and half white recipe. I don't know why. All these years I've made them, I've just used all-purpose flour. And then I saw a recipe with the half and half, and it gives it a really nice flavor and texture. Well, that's my new go-to. So these have been in for about 12 minutes, and I think we're going to flip them and put them back in. Oh, they look pretty crisp, actually. They really do. But let's try. We're just going to pop them in. So they brown really nicely on the bottom. I'm just going to put this back in for like 5 more minutes, and then we'll be done. Here's the finished product. These look yummy. Very nice. And don't forget, you can improvise, so feel free to customize it however you like. I'll put a link for this recipe in the description of this video if you would like to follow along and do it just the way that I did it. So with that, I will say goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.